Did marriage take away your freedom?
Marriage.
Hey family, welcome to another episode of Couples and Pajamas Series, where we sit and give our opinions on marriage and relationship questions. This is the Tobechukwus, and you're part of the Tobechukwus family.
My question, which advice turned out wise, but was actually misleading?
Which advice turned out wise as how?
Like an advice someone gave to you about marriage that turned out wise, but it was actually misleading.
It's so sad that I never really had advice from people when it comes to marriage. I just do anything I like.
Even in marriage, even after you're married.
The only advice I think I've had in marriage, they're not really misleading advice. The normal advice as to how women behaves, as to how a man should control his anger, his temper in marriage. No really misleading advice. No advice. The question is advice that sounded wise, but it turned out to be misleading. I never really got any advice that misled me because so far so good I've not divorced you. Maybe when I divorce you, I'll ask you, you give me an advice I got from a madman. Yes, now. How are you looking at me like that? I've not got any advice that misled me. Which one are you looking at me like that? Did I?
Why you trying to be defensive? I'm just looking at you so you could search yourself very well.
I did not have any advice from anybody that misled me. Because nobody gave me advice.
Well, an advice that seemed wise but was actually misleading.
You go get. You get advice. You get advice. Me, personally, I don't really have. Most of my friends are usually business. We don't usually talk about married life. You understand? That much. So
Because you don't have much married friends.
Because it's not like I don't have much married friends. I have married friends. Okay, yes, I don't really have much married friends. Most of my friends are not really married. So, and even if they're married, basically the most of them we don't give ourselves advice in the sense. The only kind of advice we have ever shared among ourselves is advice around peace of mind. Do whatever makes you happy, being peaceful with your marriage. Arguments when you're trying to argue with your partner. Sometimes you walk away. You don't have to start and be exchanging voice and all those things. Those are kind of advice, and they talk about it like they experience it in their own marriage.
Advice I would say that they have given that is quite misleading is involving a third person when you're having an issue or an argument with your partner.
Well,
it seems wise, but I can put it to anybody that is very misleading. Why? Because the third party does not know your partner.
That's true.
So,
but nobody has given me
the
that
third
advice.
party will give you the advice based on what them themselves.
Personal, like
their
the
own personal
understanding.
And their own personal understanding. 3, the third party might not even like your partner. I want you to destroy.
I tell you not to marry that boy. I don't want to see that boy. Why you marry that boy? That boy is a stupid boy. Get your husband self here. How you marry this kind of person?
Why look, your friend never say, why you marry that girl, sir?
Why you marry? I tell you from the beginning, that girl don't look like the thing. Now that your former ex, now you just submissive path. Now this one are actually, it comes to that. A lot of times it comes to that.
Like for instance, I heard someone actually told me that why would you even you not see better person?
You don't see better man. Now this mumu boy, he's not even fine. If you have friends, especially the girls, oh my God, if you hear the girls be happy their husband, the guy not even fine. I don't know what you see for that guy. And if this guy that they like.
Now, do you know I say not to involve third party?
Do you remember this video, this Oboni TV? Odogu and Tobechukwus movie. That girl that was crying when they broke up. She was crying for Achalugu when Odogu broke up. Just say, hey, the reason why you cry, say she's taking it personal.
Odogu die, man. Odogu die.
If they just broke up, he didn't die. You didn't have to wear black, and you really don't have to cry.
You are begging me, Jare. You want you don't tell me how to mourn now. You want you don't tell me how to pray.
No, because of that is the kind of man that she wants. So there is this kind of things about some friends. When it's the kind of man that they want, if you tell them about the story,
Yeah.
they will cry. They will take it personal. They will do everything they can do to make sure that those two come together. But if it's not the man they want, and you mistakenly tell them that your story,
They can go any mile to
oh my
break
God,
it.
that video.
You will pause in your mind, like you start looking at your partner like, God, did I make a
mistake? Do you know what made that Chalugo still love that Odogo after that issue? Because of the way our friends were laughing, they were saying, hey, my Odogo.
Okay. In the past
Achalugo will be feeling like,
in the past one, when Achalugo said she does not want to marry Odogu because Odogu does not speak very well.
Yeah.
Now her whole friend wanted to kill her. I'll be like, are you okay? This is blah, blah, blah. Why? If Odogu was just a normal man, Achalugo was more richer than Odogu.
Oh my God, the advice will be so different.
I put it to you, they will not agree.
The advice will be so different. So
they will say, what did you even see in this one?
This man is not even educated. He cannot even speak good English. I'm going to imagine you. Is that how to speak in English? There's a lot of shit that will come out from their mouth.
Exactly.
So true. People would always give suggestions based on their personal understanding and bias. That's the truth.
Because why I actually say that is quite misleading. Okay, before marriage, someone told me that you should always have somebody can run to if you're having issues with your partner, like talk to the person or so on. I said, okay. I had an issue with this guy here. And I was like, okay, let me talk to. Normally, I'm someone that do evaluate. Like, if someone should, in the name of giving me advice, after you give me the advice, I do sit down and think about what you say before I put it in action. This, my friend, gave me too much advice. I was like, I thought about it. I said, true. What we said is true. No involve tech party. Because if you should put that into action,
you are doing everything. That's true. I would always tell you, never involve
it has scatter. Yeah. Like, it has scatter. So don't involve anything because they don't know the person you're married to. You know who you got married to. The only person, even if you want to, don't take it as an see, this is what my wife did. You ask questions to experienced people. Not experienced people, not that just 10 years in marriage. Instead of talking about experienced people, old men and women, when you know, say their marriage don't really last. In fact, they have grandchildren. You see them, they're still living together. When you ask them, don't ask them, please, what should I do with my wife? Ask them questions. Mom, dad, or Sama, whosoever, prof, or whoever you need seek advice from, how did you keep up with your marriage? When they talk to you, when they tell you how their marriage survived for 50 years, 30 years, 45 years, you sit down and you think, where are you doing it wrong? That is when, after I asked that question, like, how do you guys survive this marriage up to this very moment? That's when I had, do not involve a third party into your discussion. And when I started taking up that advice to face my husband, I tell him, see, this stuff that you do, I do not like it. And argue it out with him. That's when I knew, okay, indeed, I'm not supposed to involve a third party because I know him best. I know how to come to him and tell him, okay, this is what you did, I do not like. And talk to him about some stuff that he's doing that is so crazy. And he himself knows how he used to listen to me in a very crazy way, but to understand each other, though. That I just said.
Okay, so you asked me that question.
Am I going to ask
and so ask your question. How many questions do you have? I have only one more question left. One more question.
Like 3 more questions.
Okay, so ask your question. I think my question will be the last one.
What about your partner seemed like a turn off, but you had to take it in anyways?
Oh, this is my partner. I cannot even tell. How would I be able to tell my partner's weakness in public?
No, not help, like something that's like a general stuff that anybody can hear. Not something too personal.
Ask that question again. Because my partner, I won't wala.
What about your partner seemed like a turn off,
off,
but you had to take it in anyway?
to be honest, what seemed like a turn off, but I'll take it anyway. There is no perfect person. Let's start with that. There's no perfect person, and because there's no perfect person, we all try to, as I said earlier, that love is a big word where you have to understand, you have to forgive. There are a lot of things in love that you need to put in place. So what's the turn off for her? What's the turn off in her that I had to take it like that? She can spoil things. Yeah, she can spoil things. Like, when I mean spoil things, like, she's yeah. She can spoil. Yeah, she can spoil things now. You used to spoil things. Now, a lot of times, you have spoiled a lot of things in this house.
How many?
And most of the things that she spoils are things that I buy with my money. She spoils them.
Like how many?
I'm just saying now that it's spoiled, but it's a normal. That's just the only thing. Apart from that, I think she's a cool girl. And so,
I say she mentioned myself as spoiled.
like much. And again, she's always smart. Like she has long legs, and when she's angry, she starts flinging her long leg. Like, do you know? Recently, I found out that one of her best dance. She loves to dance a lot. Is ballet and salsa. And I realized that the people that dance this dance are people that like to do rule. Their body is not always calming down. In Yoruba, it's called oni jogbon, meaning that their body is the busy body. So she always show off busyness, like busybody when she's angry. She can walk out carelessly, like she's not well collected when she's angry. So that's that. So that's that. That is the top. And I actually just mind. I'm betting that when you're angry, just calm down now. Which one is a kind of person? Those kind of people that when they're angry, they'll walk and as they're coming out, they'll jam the door. So I have to, like, if you spoil door, yes, you're on the landlord that will deal with that one. So that's that. So what is the turn off that you have to deal with for me? What's the turn off? I know I have plenty turn off. That one is there. If you cannot deal with it, you wanna, die.
What is he about to confess? Allow me to say that you're already looking at it. This is what we call beauty questions. I'm not saying anything
It's
about
good
it already.
as a man. What makes you a good man is understanding yourself. I know myself. I'm not going to lie. So, turn offs. Well, she does not know how to
I
say
do
that.
know. The stuff I saw was like ton of that, but I had to like check it in was. But the fact that he usually personalized stuff. At least you just heard him say, "These are all my own." Like, I've not spoiled something I bought with my money before, but I don't ever remind him of that. But he's always personalizing things.
I suffer to buy those things.
So then he's saying, like, I did not suffer to buy my own.
Is it a bad thing to personalize things?
It's a turn off for me. I don't know about other people, but for me, it's a turn off.
You can imagine the kind of thing that is a turn off for her. God.
Actually, he's so...
Imagine the kind of thing that is a turn off for her.
He's hot-tempered.
I'm not hot-tempered though. I said it in the beginning of this video that people understanding me, that's what matters.
Okay, for instance.
I feel like people should know what to do.
For instance.
You don't expect me to tell you what
now,
to do.
like now, yes, people should know what to do. But
I'm always
you should
hot-tempered when
find a way you like give them that corrections.
I hardly correct people. I expect you, it's called akoniche, it's common sense, like normal sense, normal wisdom that God gave everybody equally. For instance, this is a bottle of water that is here, for instance, and you know that this bottle of water is not supposed to be here, and you allow it to be here for a long time. You're waiting for me to come and tell you to remove it. That is, for me to remove it, I will not tell you with cool mind. I will shout, because I feel like if I shout...
For instance, this bottle of water is not meant to be here, and it's meant to be somewhere else. And sometimes when you leave it here, I don't come aside, and probably there's somebody... Now, there's someone else here, or maybe it was in public, you do this. I can't come aside shouting at you. I'm supposed to drop this thing here, but I cannot use your common sense. No. It's actually a big turn off for me, because why? You can just really just pick it up and be like...
If I do that continuously, then they take me for granted. They'll start keeping things in.
Nobody takes it for granted.
When so far so good, that has been working for me. Anytime I shout, people have sense. Anytime you don't used to have sense after I shout.
It's not about me. I'm talking about you and other people.
Okay.
Because you know that if you are shouting, I'm not used to talk to you through of us. I just do keep news because I'll be like, wow, a madman is talking. Your question. Did marriage take away your freedom?
Marriage took away my freedom, yes.
As how?
For instance, I cannot go and visit people I want to go and visit. I cannot go to my friend's house without her asking me where am I going to, where am I coming from. I cannot just do a lot of things I want to do. Any kind of friend. I cannot do anything I want to do. I cannot just wake up in the morning and go to somewhere and say I want to go to some place. No. Marriage
it's bad for someone to be accountable.
Well,
about your movement.
Okay.
That is the only issue I have there.
Okay.
If you are going out before you step out of there, why? It's not like I'm so concerned. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we like it or not, bandits are everywhere. 1, 2. It's not all friends are friends.
Yeah.
Let me know who you went to.
No. I don't have issue with that. I'm not saying that.
That is my only problem.
I have issue with freedom. You're talking about freedom.
What I do care to know is where you're going to. Like, just trying to tell me where you're going to. And it's all for security purpose. Not like I am trying to control your movement.
To a large extent, I don't have freedom going out. Yes. That is the question. What's the question again?
Yes, that is it. Did marriage take away your freedom?
It took away my freedom. I can't. Okay, on a more serious note, I'm a kind of person that don't like to stay in a place for like too long. If I'm in a place for like too long, I just want to travel to another place. But I can't just wake up and travel to another place. It's not like that.
So it took away your freedom?
Yeah.
Okay.
It did not take away your freedom because you can travel anywhere you want to go to.
No, I cannot travel anywhere I want.
So how have you not say it did not take my freedom away?
No, I do not think about that initially. But to come think about it, yes, it does. But before I do travel, I have to do some checks and balances before I decide if I'm to go to a particular location or not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your own question? My question here, the last question I have here says, what do you strongly disagree about marriage? Like a general misconception. What is something that you strongly disagree about marriage?
Marriage is not always sweet. Did you think when couples fight in marriage, something was wrong?
Obviously, they're not mad people. I feel like...
What I mean something was wrong, maybe you did not marry right, or maybe the person is... maybe there is something else that is going wrong with your partner that is making he or she to fight with you. Not arguments, fight like physical punches.
I feel like before any fight can happen in any marriage, there has to be something wrong. And that's what I'm going to say. I don't know.
I agree with you too. Something is definitely wrong when there is a fight in the marriage. Probably a third party have been involved in the marriage. Probably there are lots of misunderstanding in that marriage. Probably did not marry right.
Wait, are you talking about always fighting, like physical fights? They're always fighting. For me, if they're always fighting, I just say they don't have understanding of what.
I not say, do you think a fight? I say fighting, like.
Okay, couples that are always fighting.
Yes.
Do you think there's something wrong with the marriage? Yes, there's everything wrong with the marriage fundamentally, like from the onset. There's something wrong with the marriage.
Very wrong.
For instance, that's why I asked you earlier what do you think about 100% in a marriage? Do you need to know your partner 100%? Because if you don't know your partner 100% and you get married to somebody without knowing them 100%, for instance, some people have a very toxic upbringing whereby they've witnessed their father beat their mother and they feel it's the normal way of life. And then when they get married, 0%, just like that. And when they get married, they will do the same thing to their own wife. So I feel like, fundamentally they need to work on that area. And sometimes some couples just fight because of the other partner. Their partner became sick in the head. Like you marry somebody that is okay in the name of being okay. Maybe all of a sudden I'm talking about as a man beating up his wife. And all of a sudden, the wife now earns money more than the husband. And he's about to understand that she's still the wife and submit to the wife. She's now talking anyhow and trying to feel like, oh, I bring money to the house and talk anyhow. You know, the thing can get into some men ego, and then it makes them resort into beating their wives and the rest. So I'm trying to say, in the long run, things can go wrong in the marriage, not even before the marriage, not even...
It's not a before something.
Yeah, not
something
even
that
on the foundation. It can happen while in the marriage. So at some point, you now hear things like, I no longer love her again. You understand? So that's why in the earlier video, I was like saying, love should be a compound word, whereby in the sense that even though your partner is doing things that she's not supposed to be doing, and she said she's not supposed to be doing those things because she truly loves you. She's not supposed to do those things. Like, I cannot say because my wife now earn more than me, and she should not be treating me anyhow. If she loves you, she understands the place of loyalty and submission. And if you love her too, you understand the place of respect and giving her the honor as a man that she needs. So.
Okay. Another question I want to ask is, how do you feel, or what do you think? Do you think okay, let's put it right. Can you comfortably accept that your partner is still keeping up close relationship with their single friends?
I personally do not like keeping close relationship with your single friends. I personally don't like it.
Why?
Because I feel like if it's not business, they have nothing to offer to your life. I'm always more business, money kind of person. So because I'm like that, I tend to always want to cut out people that are not giving me, that are not adding. I don't know the word to use, but I'm a kind of person that will call myself an opportunist. We are somebody that likes to feed from other people. If you're not bringing anything to the table, I just want to discard you. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. And I'm boldly going to say it. I don't know if it's a bad character, but I'm a kind of person that if I no longer benefit from you, I don't think there's a need having you around. And sometimes or most times, my benefit from you is usually finances. It's usually money related.
Do you actually think it's financial or money related stuff we can benefit from someone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like most times the only benefit you can ever give to me is money. You give me money, you give me business, you give me contracts. Just has to be around money. Yeah, I don't think I need emotional support. Like,
exactly, like,
I don't think I need an emotional support
from
like single friends, or even single friends, because that's what we're talking about now. I don't think I need an emotional support from a single friend, or I don't think I need any kind of support from any single friend, or any advice from any single friend, as it were. What I need from any single friend is usually business contracts. That's the only thing I need from them. So that is my own kind of thing. And it looks off like if I'm an opportunist, and I don't give a fuck if the person sees me as that. I don't give a F. I don't give a F if the person sees me like that.
Okay.
I'm like that. I'm just an opportunist.
I actually think so, though. I don't actually feel comfortable if my partner hangs around with his single friends most times, because I don't, aside from business talks, as long as they're like business partners or they really talk about business or so, but if their discussions start going offside business, I don't really fancy it. It's kind of crazy.
Well, sometimes I think there comes a time where you're not really talking about business with your partner. Sometimes people can go casual, but usually I prefer to do this with someone in my shoe. Like, I prefer to do that casual conversation with somebody, a married person like me.
Exactly what I'm talking about. But discussing something outside business with a single friend is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy because talk will lead to rubbish conversation.
And it's crazy talking to a single person about
because they
partner.
can't relate. Sorry, you are single.
Single Pringles. Single Pringles.
You can't relate.
Go and marry. You this year, marry that boy in your DM.
You this boy, go and marry that girl and
that
stop
deceiving.
And stop thinking of keeping side chick.
Don't even think that that girl that is in your DM, you don't want to marry her yet. You want to still be playing around with the other. Go and marry that girl that you have been promising marriage.
Even if Some people is very careful. There's a promise anybody they're doing married.
Don't promise anybody marriage if nobody.
Come to think of it,
for them now.
let us ask ourselves personal question. Why did you propose?
My viewers, we'll see you in the next one.
Come back here. Come back here. Come. Yes.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. And we love you. Bye. Hey.